Thank you for joining us today. We are talking about Bible prophecy, and we are continuing in Jude 1:13. So the raging waves are the literal waves from our devices, the Wi-Fi, the Bluetooth, the radio waves. The sea is the people, and the people use these raging waves and they foam out their own shame. The wandering stars are the celebrities. This is part of the writing on the wall. And when we looked at the word raging, we saw that it was a meadow of waters. This just indicating that it is the fields of Gomorrah, that we are putting the waves in, that we are propagating these waves, disturbing the electromagnetic field. And when we looked up the word waves, we saw that it is G2949, Kaima, wave, and it is numbered with H2949, Tupuk. That is nursing term. The word tupuk means span. And when we look at how we use the waves, how we use the raging waves, that is exactly what we do. It's the span. It is the length. The wave span, the wave length. The wave length is what determines what kind of wave we have. We have all different wavelengths, from radio, microwave, infrared. We saw all this in the previous video. And we see that the Word of God has numbered this kingdom. Not a kingdom 1,000 years ago, not a kingdom 2,000 years in the future, but this kingdom now, and is pointing at our devices, at the things we have done. The Word of God is a sword, and the edge of the sword, the point of the sword, is against this generation, against the things they have done, against the vine they have built. It is against. The Word of the Lord is against this stuff, and it is just terrifying if you are not with the Lord. So we look at the waves, G2949, and we said it is a nursing term. So when you look it up, so all you have to do is look it up here in I use the concordance here. We saw Kaima. It is G2949. I already looked this up. It is a wave. It occurs 5 times. And if I look up the H version, we already saw this, but just to show you that you can do this yourself, it is tupuk, and it is span. So we see that it is that the Word of God has numbered this wave span. And it says here it's tender care, dandling, a nursing. And the reason for that is because what they would do is they would carry the baby just like we would across our arm here. And that in that verse, that's what it's talking about, is that they are carrying the baby along the span of the arm, as it were. The word itself means span, but in this context, it's talking about nursing. But when you look at the word, the raging waves of the sea, and understand that we're talking about wireless signals and the waves that we have made. As we've seen in other videos, this is part of the vine of the last days, their vine, of the vine of Sodom, which is the electrical wires, and the fields of Gomorrah. The fields are the electromagnetic fields, the Wi-Fi, all that stuff. That is the vine of the last days, that the people of the last days live in that vine, and they have produced much fruit in that vine. But when we look at the writing on the wall and we see that it points directly to these things, it points directly to the wave span, wave length. I mean, you cannot make this up. It is directly pointed at this generation. And when we go forward and we see that the writing is on the wall, the writing is on the wall for us. The writing is on the wall for this generation. The writing is on the wall because Jesus Christ is returning soon. And I will continue in the next video on this verse. I just wanted to touch base on that to know that this wave span that it points at is not just chance. It's not luck. God put this here all those years ago, centuries ago. And this world that we are in now, this generation, has raised up against him, and he has called it out. And the writing is on the wall for us, so that we can know and believe that the Word of God is true. It is 100% true, and it is coming to pass right in front of you. You can see it with your eyes. When you drive down the road, you can see it. You can feel it. You can look around and know what they have done. It is true. And we're going to continue with more of these verses. So please like this video, subscribe to my channel. You can see these on YeshuaIsComing.com or signofFire.com. So until next time, thank you.